Hi everyone and welcome to Mighty Kiddos. Today I'm going to share with you two different types of calming corners that I have in my household, and I will be sharing some tips on how you could do the same for your child. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So let's get to it, guys. This is our first calming corner that we have for baby Z. He does not have a big room, but I did know that I wanted to have a space where he can come and decompress. And what I've done is I've put together a teepee. I've made sure I've added different textures for him. He really loves to touch things, so that is one thing that I always had in mind to put. So I have this black rug here where it's so soft, you just want to touch it all the time. I have all these little stuffed animals that he seems to find comfort in, and lots of pillows. The reason why I put lots of pillows in here is because my son loves to bump into things, jump on things, and just drop his body on others. He is seeking proprioceptive input. So I knew I had to keep his space safe. And as you can see, he loves coming in here and just like laying back and relaxing. Now, another thing that works for us in this space is that I do have blackout curtains, so this room gets really dark. Anytime he comes to the calming corner, I do close the curtains. It's an extra level of calm that he feels with the dimmed lights. I also have these star lights that I turn on, and he loves them. Now, those are very comforting to him. I also keep a basket full of different types of toys for him. He likes blowing, and he's an oral seeker, so I made sure I had something where he can sit here and blow and play around with. He also likes to blow in these, but also pull them, right? So he really loves these. And just because he's almost 2 years old, he is very much interested in putting things into containers still. So I have a little bag with toys that he can take in and out. And he's just loves cars, so we put cars in here as well. Now, toys in this basket do get rotated quite often. Depending on when I see that his interest has changed, then I might take one or two out and put into new ones. One thing that I want you to keep in mind in terms of a calming corner is that you want to make sure your child has access to that corner and that your child can be in that corner or in that space by themselves safely. Another thing that I think all calming corners should have are books. I have tons of different books. Anything that's interesting to them. Maybe they like vehicles or they like dinosaurs, whatever is piquing their interest. Make sure you add a little bit of that in their corner space. So this one is up in his room, and we have used this in situations where he is overstimulated. This also helps us to transition him from a very alerting activity to a more calming activity, which is bedtime, right? So we always bring him here. This is where we do our story time at night, and I didn't plan on that. He just liked it so much where he would just lead us there at night. So we're like, okay, this is part of our routine now. And that is key. We want to always follow our kids' leads. If we have our researcher goggles on, you will be able to learn and pick up on these subtle cues that your children are giving you of what they want and what they need. Now, the second space I have for a calming place is downstairs. Here I have a chair, I have a weighted blanket, and also a basket full of toys. My idea when I put toys in here, I want the toys to stay in that basket, so that's why I put them in a container. And when I think of things to put in there, I put random things, right? Things that are going to be interesting to my child. So I have a slinky, I have little spinning toys. I may also put like a stress ball in here. I may also have like therapy putty, different things that tap into different parts of their sensory needs. Now, my son, like I said, is a very much of an oral seeker, so I do put in teethers in here once in a while, or chewy toys that he can safely chew, just to help him relax. And the thing is that I will never direct what he gets. I have those things here for him, and he has access to it as he pleases. And the great thing about the weighted blanket is that it adds that proprioceptive input by just wrapping them and feeling the weight. And that within itself is very calming. So downstairs, I didn't have an area where I could enclose a corner like I do upstairs with a teepee. So it is obviously a lot more open. So I figure out other ways to, visually stimulate him. So that's why I have the spinning things. I have little lava lamps where he sees the colors up and down, and that seems to be very calming to him. Now, how can you put one together for your child? Always keep in mind their sensory needs, okay? Now, if you're, kind of getting lost here when I say proprioceptive, vestibular system, make sure you're subscribed to this channel because I will be talking about what those mean. I do have a video coming up about our sensory system. So make sure sure you don't miss that. Because when we're dealing with toddlers and just children in general, it's really important for us to understand their sensory needs, because that's going to guide us into managing their behavior. If you have a child that's autistic, if you have a child that has ADHD, make sure you stay tuned, because all of these things can help your children settle down and calm down when they're having a meltdown. The one rule I do have with my spaces here at home is that I don't let kids take the toys out of that area and bring it to another area. The reason for that is that I want them to have the connection. Like, I'm playing with this toy, and this toy is a peaceful way of me relaxing with it. Now, if I rotate that toy out of the calming corner and now he finds that toy in the play bin, then that's fine, right? Then I will do that. And perhaps if I constantly see that my child is trying to take that toy out and bring it to the play area, then that will be a sign for me to rotate that toy out of the calming area. Now, if you're on Instagram, don't forget to follow me, okay? So you can DM me any questions about how to put a space together for your children. Now, I hope this video was helpful. Honestly, for me, it's been so great to have this space for my children. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.